Good morning. This morning I'm going to play a little bit in the doorway, and I have two doorways actually. So I have two rooms that have doorways that feed across from each other. And I'm going to play, first we're just going to do some movement around the doorway. And again, if you don't have a doorway to move in, maybe you have another space similar that you want to move in, or maybe you just want to have an imagined doorway. So that's another possibility. Um, and of course, do as much or as little as you'd like in this exploration. And if you need some support, please feel free to get support from whoever you have, or you can send me a message if you'd like to have a little more discussion around perhaps what some of these explorations might bring up. But of course, I always encourage a playful approach and to have fun. So I just happen to have two doorways lately. And first thing I'm going to do is just, kind of warm up into the doorway. The doorway has possibilities. I remember when I would teach pregnancy yoga, and it would be like practice the squat in the doorway. So you have that support. And does anybody remember when people would put those anti-gravity boots up at the top and hang in the doorway? And some people have bars in the doorway that they like to do pull-ups or press-ups. So anyway, playing with the doorway, it's a particular shape, it's a rectangle, and of course, as a person who likes exploring contact and raw, especially since this morning I went to the swimming pool, so I'm just needing to warm up the body some. So find what you need to warm up your body. And of course, this is what's great about a doorway, is letting it support you, right? So you can hang off of a body part, move around it, so you can stabilize by hanging off the body part. It's nice to sort of slide down. It's nice to put the feet in, be supported. Feel what that's like to feel that support. And what is it like to be in a smaller space? A doorway is a more confined, defined shape. What are the different ways that a confined shape as you explore? How can, after coming down, how can you use that doorway to bring yourself up? So there'll be many ways to do this. And I won't go through all of those ways, just to explain that what's possible. Also trying to warm up my body. You always do as much or as little as you want. Make sure that body and that you might go off. Okay, so on. The other beautiful thing about a doorway is we can play with the metaphor possibilities. So are you trying to literally step into something new or create something new in your life? One of my sons always told me that, Mom, why you forget something when you come through a doorway is because it kind of opens up new possibilities. And in this case, in the space I'm exploring, I've got two doorways. Right? So I you trying to make a decision in your life or create something new? So, or step into a new quality in yourself. So what happens when you find different ways to approach the world? You can come inside with one of my little bugaboos, so to speak, is that people are always talking about moving forward, but that's so linear. And as a dancer, we know that there's so many directions we can move. These are diagonals, we go forward, back, and go sideways. So we have a lot of possibilities of movement and dance to use those ways. So if you can imagine the doorway, is perhaps a quality you want to step into. So how do you approach that? How do you take on that quality? You want to just play with it a little bit, but you know what that quality might feel like. You might just want to do that. Take a full hog and just embrace that space. What is that quality you're trying to take? Or it could be also about a new pathway or a direction. So how do you approach that direction? You've got all your levels. What's it like to kind of slither through and peek? What is it like to kind of get a taste of it and then move your way back? Maybe kind of, what it's like if you resist that next step, or if we just do not want to be making that decision. What if we just stay behind the doorway? And what's that like for us? So there's many little themes that you can explore that. And we won't be able to cover everything. I'm just trying to offer suggestions. So what happens with this new quality that we're trying to engage in? We have different ways to explore it. We be playful with it. We take it on just a little bit and back, take it on some more. Or maybe we're trying to figure out how to move into this pathway. So you have a little spirally dance. How does that work? And so just find where you are in this. What's your image around this? What do you feel? You play with different possibilities. You go like you did last time, a little bit of feeling the micro movement. And you stand in that door frame, and you stand in that space of perhaps readiness. And I suppose you'd say it's a little bit like a play. Or fold it sideways, or you just play with coming out. Wherever you are today, because I have these two doorways, I can play with, okay, I'm brave enough to embrace whatever this first doorway is, and I then take on the second doorway. I play in that second doorway, that second possibility. So, how do I, since the camera is, a little bit lower and closer, I'm just going to play on the floor right now. And how do you then approach, that next little piece that you may be trying to gather into your life? So again, you can play with coming through, flexible, and come back out. What kind of levels? Adjust to the space. Give yourself ways to play in the space, in the movement. What kind of pathways might you create? And again, just allowing whatever image might be arise or whatever story might arise. Because, we tell ourselves lots of stories. We make lots of things up. And isn't that exciting? We have an imagination. And it's wonderful to use that imagination. Hi, Anne. So, using that imagination, how do we do that space between the doorways? What are we taking on? And what kind of decision are we trying to make? And how do we, really use the doorway as the metaphor? And of course, how do we use our bodies? Believe in that. So going upside down is kind of fun to do in the doorway, finding different approaches, feet first, maybe being cautious with the upper body. So there's so many ways to explore how we move into doorways, in and out. And every day we walk through how many doorways? Multiple doorways. So perhaps throughout the day, sometimes we can take a pause and just feel into perhaps whatever theme or emotion or story is going on for us. And just feel what that feels like within that doorway. So again, what decision are we making? What pathway are we trying to cultivate? What quality perhaps are we just trying to have more in our life or step into? Maybe it's just a particular quality you want to have more in your life. And of course, you can just go into it with the physical idea of how do I use this space to get the best stretch, range in my body possible. So all those are possible. So again, the idea is that you find whatever works for you. So if you practice yoga, you can use the doorway for some standing poses. We used to do Ardha Chandrasana in big doorways. Of course, I have to go further in the hole to do that pose. But you can use doorways to really help line yourself up and find the stability. So again, there are multiple possibilities, and it's up to you. So just take the next minute or so, whatever your story, whatever your theme is, and just allow that to be part of your movement. Is there anything that you received today, anything new information in this exploration? And perhaps just slow it way down and take a moment, however you want to feel yourself. Maybe it's with hands and arms in a particular way. Maybe it's leaning your legs. Maybe it's really feeling the support. Maybe we can really bring our bodies full up or lean down. So in this house, the doorways are fairly narrow. In my old house in Sicily, I used to have quite wide doorways because it was built to house wine and keep it cool. And here comes Daniel. Yes, kitty. So again, whatever your door frames are like in your house is going to perhaps give you a different theme to play off. What if you had double doors, and had that width play? So again, what's it like to feel that support? And I'm going to move closer to you my second doorway, so it means I get to take on, what, an extra quality or two. Bringing that in. Hi, Ashley. So now that you come in, I've come into my second door and find that support. So what way do you really find that support? Like I like to, sit down, feel, my back supported against the wall. Sometimes do a little bit of um, undulation in the spine, or a little bit of head tail rock. So just giving yourself space to really feel that support, and then to notice perhaps, hey Heather, what you explored in the doorway, what came up for you, what themes or new curiosities or new learnings. And I just want to encourage you to, whatever space you inhabit, to just play in that space. Find whatever theme you wish to explore in that space, and just do it. So hopefully my videos will inspire you to find different ways to explore movement possibilities. So anyway, slowly bring your experience to a close, and of course knowing that you can always, play with it in the future. And I just want to send my gratitude and blessings to all of you who have joined me, and feel free to watch the whole video, and feel free to comment or send me an email. So many dancing and moving blessings, and thank you for joining me. It's wonderful to see Heather, Ashley, and Anne have all come to see me today. So many movement blessings to all of you.